This is another video describing how to get a business application up onto the web using DynamicWebPages. This is my homepage, paulbretherick.co.uk, and if you'd like to give DynamicWebPages a try, you can click on Give DynamicWebPages a Try. You can also go straight in with demo.dynamicwebpages.co.uk. If you log on, you can log on as user 1 just to give yourself a way around and to take a look. I'm logging on with my own user ID, so you've got all the security in the background here, and I've described this briefly elsewhere. This is the just a couple of simple applications that are set up for experimentation. So this is what you could call the main screen, but I've described elsewhere where you can actually flip between one foot style and another. Yeah, this is completely up to you. All the functionality is exactly the same, but the style's different, which means you can get into any of your web page style and existing style fairly quickly. The reason I'm putting this video together is not to describe any of these screens, although I've done this previously, of inserting, amending, deleting, filtering, sorting, next paging, last paging, all the rest of it. Yeah, done all that before. Well, the reason for this video is that previously I made a mistake. Mistake was all to do with Mike Beach, and if you go down into one of my previous videos, yeah, I use Mike Beach as an example. Yeah, so I'm just going to find Mike Beach. Yeah, Mike Beach. Yeah, if you click on Mike Beach, yeah, sunside.email.co. Yeah, Mike Beach rang in, lives at Lady Drive, and rang in for a plumber. The difficulty that or the mistake that I made was that in recording the call and resolving and providing Mike with a plumber, I recorded the requirement for a correction to the leak, yeah, under the action required, and I recorded it against Beach Road. Mike Beach, Beach Road, you can see why. So I made a mistake and actually recorded this plumbing requirement against Beach Road rather than Lady Drive. So if I go into action required, yeah, and pick up the one and go, oh look, I made a mistake. It was at Lady Drive. It's a Lady Drive leak, and just swap this around. It's Lady Drive. Yeah, and you can do this interactively, and the data functionality in the background, the database is key to this. In doing this, it will automatically shift, yeah, any associated data. So for instance, yeah, if we'd actually gone ahead and we'd recorded some action taken against Leak Drive, yeah, so if we added, yeah, if we actually get someone to fix Leak Drive, yeah, we can actually pick it up. So this is Lady Drive leak, and you can see that this is a drop-down list that's just been dynamically allocated or dynamically added to by adding the action required. So if I now have someone that's actually responding, yeah, to Lady Drive leak, yeah, and let's say they did it on the 3rd of December, yeah, and it was actioned by, what was our plumber? Peter White, I think our plumber was. Yeah, but I'll show you how to check that in a moment. Yeah, leak fixed. Yeah, cost £200. So this is Leak Drive. Yeah, so from action required, yeah, when you now look at Leak Drive leak, yeah, you can see the recording of the action required, and you can see that Peter White fixed it. And you can check that Peter White's a plumber, yeah, by going back into contact details, just to make sure I've got everybody in the right place here. Peter White. So if we have a look at Peter White, yeah, on contact details, he's not a landlord, he's not a tenant, but he is indeed a plumber. So that hopefully will resolve my mistake of a previous video where I put Mike Beach down as living in Beach Road rather than Lady Drive. So hopefully it all now stacks together, but what that's just demonstrated to you is that if you do make a mistake or you want to change some of the data, it will change that data and all the associated data, which is a scary thing in a lot of traditional systems. So if we just go back into action required, yeah, and we'll have a look at the lady drive leak. And if we edit it, yeah, bearing in mind that if we see this lady drive leak, yeah, you've got Peter White has already actioned it and resolved it on the 3rd of December. Yeah, but if we go back up here, action required, and put a different action reference on it, lady drive leak, yeah, because you want to make it a more urgent requirement, or you want to sort things. Oh, in fact, that's a good idea. Let's put the word urgent on the front of the ones that really are urgent. So if we put urgent lady drive leak, yeah, onto the front, yeah, when you submit this, yeah, bearing in mind that it had associated data with it, yeah, which, yeah, it's now shifted automatically. So we've just changed action required to urgent lady drive leak, and urgent lady drive leak has now been moved, and Peter White would indeed fixed it. But what that allows you to do is, you know, some of the standard functionality, yeah, we can filter down and we can look at all the ones that have the word urgent in, so you can look at all your urgent actions that are required, yeah, and you can again sort all this information. So that gives you an opportunity to, you know, locate all the ones that are urgent, so you can manage your tradesmen easier. So that just gives you some of the, you know, a feel for some of the functionality, and corrects my Mike Beach phone call. What I demonstrated was being able to flip across, yeah, and if you put, just start the system again, DynamicWebPages.co.uk, yeah, I was resolving a call on one whilst navigating round, yeah, on the other tab. So that was the thing that caused my confusion. So Mike Beach now does live at Lady Drive. Oh dear, it could get worse. And Lady Drive does have an urgent leak, yeah, and it's fixed, and it's been fixed by Peter White. Yes, we're getting there. Okay, so if you'd like to talk about getting a system up onto the internet, up onto the web, either a system that already exists but it's too scary to move from where you are in terms of a local based machine up onto the internet, or indeed you've got a new business idea, yeah, that you'd like a data model building and a system building from that, all of which is possible. If you'd like to give me a call, this is my contact page, paulbretherick.co.uk. Drop me a line, give me a ring, yeah, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. So once again, thanks for your time.